It just sounds better for me to say I'm going to live than me to say I'm going to live. All right, it's just too many syllables. Right? All right, so I'm going to live. And it's okay.
And it's okay.
All right, say it again. I'm going to live.
I'm going to live.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
All right, let's try it one more time. Okay? And this time when you say it, I want you to really think about why you have not been or why you may not want to.
That's good, bro. Yeah. Wow.
Okay? And we're going to address that guilt, that feel, all of that that's there.
Yes.
Okay? All right? So this time, consider those particular things. And let's say it again. I'm going to live.
I'm going to live.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about me. First thing, I love life.
Yes.
I love life. I love to smile. I'm affectionate. I love to love on people. I love to see people live. Okay? In whatever season you in, and whatever state you in, we all understand those particular transitions, right? However, I love to see people live. All right? How many of y'all enjoy life? How many of you, life is a challenge? How many of you have things in place when life is a challenge? All right. So I just need to test the room real quick, okay? I'm gonna just see what's gonna happen.
I ain't gotta pay it.
People that will say there's not a right and a wrong way to handle grief. I kind of disagree with that because there is some unhealthy grief. All right, and so there are some wrong ways that people grieve. Okay, not judging their process, but there are some ways where if we grieve a certain way, it becomes a detriment to us, and that was never the design of grief. Okay. God is good with grief.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me gauge the room one more time. How many people in the room? I had an activity. Etoya's activity was very, very similar to mine, so I knew. Okay.
Oh.
So no, you're good. Okay. But in my activity, one of the things that I asked was, how do you identify religiously? Okay. Are there any people who are believers of Christ in the room. Okay? Is there anybody who's not?
And it's okay.
You're not
And
being
it's
pointed
okay.
out. Okay?
It's
It's okay
okay.
if you're not. Okay? I just need to gauge room because my example is gonna align by what I have in the room.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right, so there's no cookie cutter way to deal with grief. Okay, there are some healthy ways, there are some unhealthy ways to deal with grief. Grief is temporary, it's not permanent. Grief is temporary, it's not permanent. God understood that we would deal with grief. That's why he keeps your tears. That's why he collects. Because he knew grief will be a part of life, right? So, it's okay to grieve. All right, everybody say that. It's okay to grieve. All right, men, they've given men a misconception, they've mistaught men by saying men don't cry. But if you look at men and you begin to research one of their top reasons for death, it's normally heart-related, stroke-related, something along those lines. And that's because men hold in trying to beat this rock. October 24th, 2013. What's that? I got a relationship with God. I think my relationship with God pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you could have gave me a heads up on this.
Yeah.
As much as I talk to you, as much as we converse, the things that I think you give me for other people, you couldn't give me a heads up on this one. That was my reality in that moment. I was in stage 1 of what they call the 5 or the 7 steps to grief, right? I was in this shock and this denial. Like, what? This shock and this denial. Everybody looking at you. Everybody looking at you. For several reasons. One, because you're fly. You're important. Now, but that was Paul. It helped you to stretch.
Yes, absolutely.
That helped me to stretch, right? Okay? Because I felt myself about to go somewhere, and it was okay for me to go there. Had she not walked in, I would have been there. Please, it'd been all right. Okay? But because she walked in, it just became a healthy distraction. Well, I'm talking about that in my notes. All right? So, I'm dealing with this shock. So, first question, what happened? Right? As if knowing what happened was going to bring closure. Okay? Sometimes asking what happened brings more questions.
Yes.
Okay? And if you're not understanding of you, you would chase it, not realizing that you're spiraling. Okay? So, I didn't know what happened. So they told me, my mom, they had a heart attack. So, from that point on, for quite some time, the first thing that I had to try to figure out, I couldn't rest without knowing the answer was, how did it happen? How did he look? Did he reach out to somebody? Was he alone? So I had all these answers that I felt like I had to have. I mean, all these questions that I felt like I had to have answers to. He was calm, he was passive, and all of it. And so, my dad, this particular day, my mom said he was depressing. Like, he was, matter of fact, 4 o'clock in the morning, she said he got up, I gotta call Chris. She said, baby, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Chris don't get up to 6. I said, okay. So she said he was restless from 4 to 6. Watching it. 6 o'clock hit, boom, you pick up the phone. You gotta call Chris. So, call me. Okay? When they hung up the phone, he started telling my mom, you need to do this, you need to take care of this, you need to do this. All these things she had been procrastinating on, he was, get it done today. Get it done now. Do it now. And she became irritated with him. She was like, you don't want me around here, I'll just go do it. I'll take care of it. Now, normally my dad would have been like, and just let it go. But this particular day, no. Go do it. Go handle it. Go take care of this. Go take. He finally got her out the house. And when he got her out the house, she wasn't a minute and 30 seconds down the street. Yeah. Like literally, she was a few blocks away. And the at-home nurse that comes in to help assist my father, she called my mom. Mom looked back around. So my mom carried anger. It's another stage of grief. She was angry with my dad because she was like, push me away so that you can leave me. That's what she felt. You push me away so you can leave me. Because see, my mama is a war. And she got a real strong relationship with God. But with my mom, he had began to try to prepare her. She woke up in the middle of the night. My dad was having 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. conversations with God. So my mom was asleep. Now my father, he had injured his shoulder, had a torn rotator cuff. So he couldn't get it up. So if you ask him for something, he'll reach for it like this, or he'll have to grab this arm and reach for it like this. You try to take his shirt off, he gonna get his arm right here, you have to peel it off and peel it off this arm. This particular night, my mom wake up 3, 4 a.m. and my dad is not, he had a hospital bed. He was laying in the bed and both his hands was up like this. Mama said she fixed the eyes, look. And he said, hold on, Jesus, wait, take me with you. And my mama had woke up. She said, no, you don't. No, you don't. I'm leaving right here. Leaving right here. That was her response, you know. And you would think it'd be like, oh, Jesus. She said, keep him here. When we deal with loss, one of the first things that we deal with is this anger toward God as if he's broken a promise that he made. We do. We get upset with it. You took him too soon. You didn't get, we be upset. One of the first things that I have to do, y'all, so when I got the news, I jumped in my vehicle. I'm gonna leave everybody. My wife, she my balance, so she had to settle, right? And yeah, she had to settle it. Hold on, baby. Let's do this. And I'm like, get there. As if my getting there was gonna change anything. I got a 3.5 hour drive. I can't have the mindset of getting there. Because I would be so focused on the death that I ignore all the life. And that's what we do. We focus so much on the death that we forget there's so much life around us that we are still responsible for. Don't feel good. I don't want to deal with this. I'd rather do something else.
It's not enough voices talking about grief. That song is on it.
There it is. But ain't a whole lot of people talking about it because everybody don't like it because it don't feel good and they don't want to deal with it.
Everybody's with so many suffering.
Okay.
How they get through it.
Don't know how to get through. I heard some people are selfish.
Yeah.
They don't even
Some people don't
recognize
understand grief.
Some people don't understand. Some people don't recognize that it's grief.
And then when the society portray grief supposed to be, when you're looking at the movies, they portray it in this certain particular image, and that's the only image that individuals see, so that's the guy that they go by.
The reason people run from grief is because we've never been taught properly how to handle it.
I agree.
This is.
I agree.
We don't understand it, we don't like it, and we're real big on what feels good to us. And grief don't feel good. All right, so we prolong it. We pack it away in something, and we sit stuff on top of it,
It's getting heavier.
and we pad it,
Suppress
dress it up. Right? But then, I remember I need my iPad,
Yeah.
and when I grab it, grief jump over. And what we've tried to avoid hits us at a time when we're not prepared to deal with it. I was at home, me and my wife was making tuna fish.
Yes.
Making tuna fish. I hadn't made tuna fish in so long. My wife said, I got to taste some tuna fish. Okay, well, let's make some. Look at my wife. Say, girl, what you put in your tuna fish? She started telling me what she put in her tuna fish. She said, what you put in your tuna fish? I said, I put mayo, I put mustard, I put onions. Am I crying because I associated onions?
Literally stops talking.
I stopped talking. Like, my throat was in full shake. If you try to talk, that's what my throat was, right? It was, and I just stopped talking.
Yeah.
I said, what is this? My father used to make the best tuna fish in the world. And he would always tell me, well, my secret ingredient is how I mix the mayo, mustard, and the onion. And I just, so I pulled me a chair out from the table. I sat down. My wife glanced over. She turned her head. She kept doing what she was doing. I took 5 minutes. 5 minutes in, I got up out of my chair. I pushed it under the table, and I started back talking. I allowed myself to feel what I felt. But I ain't staying. Come on. We sit in it and we stay in it. Well, I couldn't stay in it because I knew how dangerous staying in it was for me. Right. Look at the person beside you and say, we're finna go there. Now tell them, and it's all right.
And it's all
It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna go there and it's all right.
Right. We got a whole lot of professionals in the room.
Come on.
All right, it's okay for us to go there. Okay, so we're gonna go there. What do you believe about death? Right there. What do you believe about death? What do you believe about death? I understand and asking this question. Oh, if you don't have paper, you have paper in your bags. If you need some, okay? And you have Kleenex in your bag if you need. All right. Now I know when I ask that question, some papers gonna have paragraphs, some papers gonna have sentences, and some papers are gonna be blank. I knew that, okay? So it's okay. Any of those are okay, all right? What will you miss about the person that transitioned? Write it down. And for some of us, it's not a what will you miss, it's a what do you miss. So what do you miss? Now, I want to give a norm while we are exploring these, okay? Can I establish a norm?
Yes.
All right, so in this particular setting, when someone goes their lesson,
Yes.
we encourage tears, okay? So I am asking that at this point, we not give attention to it as people sitting beside them. So if somebody has a moment, they'll have it. They got snot running down their chin. Let it run. Okay? So, last question, then we'll pause for a minute. What was the most difficult thing you remember about their passing? What was the most difficult thing you remember about their passing? Give you about 20 more seconds. Because before he ascended, he literally defeated death and told it.
And told him. Sergeant.
Yeah.
And told it. So here we are treating death as if it's the victor. So we treat death as if it's final. We treat death as if this is it. But it's not.
Teach, sir.
Oh, yes.
It's not. Scripture in the Bible, man went to heaven. They allowed him to see over in hell.
Yeah.
He said, go tell my folks don't come here. How he go there and see something that don't exist? So we know it exists, right? We know that there's life after your eyes closed. So we have to reprogram our mind of how we see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
We change our life, change our mind, we'll change our life.
Yes, sir.
Is also able to apply that discipline to produce what he thought. That's what the scripture breaks down. Okay? Healthy grief has boundaries. Boundaries are designed to protect and to keep safe. It'll be all over, watch my house, right? But because boundaries are in place, I can't stop the water from falling, but I can control how it flows. Okay? So when you put boundaries in place for grief, you can't stop the grief, but you can control how it flows. Put boundaries in place for your grief. Okay? If there is healthy grief, there is unhealthy grief. Okay, I'm here. If there's healthy grief, there's unhealthy grief. It is the opposite of the things mentioned above. Unhealthy grief is something without boundaries. For the believer, unhealthy grief tries to take away the power and work of the cross, like we talked about earlier. Unhealthy grief has you so focused on who died or who passed or what you lost that you cannot focus on who's alive. Okay? My wife can put me out.
Help me.
Alright, it has you so focused on what's gone that those who are still alive who need it, they suffer. They suffer. Think about how many people are grieving with you. Think about how many people are going through the same thing that you do. My wife didn't try to solve my grief. She didn't try to solve my grief. That's not what she tried to do. Be creepy. But she was present with me
Yes.
in my grief.
Yes.
There's a ministry of presence
Absolutely.
where just you ain't gotta have no solution. You ain't gotta have no answer. You just be with it. You come go on, you know what, I'm gonna sit down with you. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just here with you. What you feeling, I'm feeling. I ain't got no answers. I ain't trying to fix it. You just present. Unhealthy grief. It is. See, we think that if we don't fix it, we didn't help.
Right. Right. That's good. That's good.
We're not trying to fix it. Because we're making grief about us. It's not my responsibility to fix your grief. It's not your responsibility to fix my grief. We be present with each other in it. Holy Spirit is the comforter. Okay?
The guilt, because that's where a lot of it gets stuck. I've had to reprogram my mind that when I get in that situation, y'all forgive me, my voice is gone out of me today. But my mom died, 2020, and I wasn't there, and so I dealt with guilt there. It was 1 o'clock in the morning when I got the call. And, she died by choking on a pill. Been battling cancer for 5 years, and I just could not come to terms with how she died. And so I want to encourage some people today if you're wondering, because God, I don't care what anybody tells me. They tell me, that God don't let people speak to you after they pass. But I heard my mom's voice clearly. She said, "I'm fine, daughter. Go live.
Yes.
Go live." And I didn't know how I was going to make it through that. And I know that was God that allowed me, because I cried out to God before that happened. I said, "God, I cannot make it through this. I cannot. You're going to have to show me. I cannot live the rest of my life with that in my mind, with her choking on that pill, dying that way." And I heard her just as plain as day. And then he also told me this. He said, "I took her before she could breathe." He told me that. He spoke that in my ear, and I've been fine ever since. But I still go through those things where I feel guilt because I wasn't there when it happened. But I know now that if I would have been there and that happened, it would have even been worse.
Yeah.
If I would have seen that and had that visual in my mind. So I just encourage, what you shared was so on point as far as having to reprogram your mind, because when I get there, I have to work that.
So I dealt there for a long time.
Yeah,
And God had to speak to me.
yeah.
He spoke to my brother. I was in a rehearsal. And he said, "God said it happened the way it happened."
And he will tell you.
That was all that I said he gave me. And when I tell you he spoke, there was so much peace that came with it.
Yeah. Yes, I have peace.
Can I say something? My mother was in a hospital for a year. I laid my handkerchief, knowing a handkerchief, she came back. The handkerchief
And our family never missed this point.
Well, we're praying for your process.
Yes.
Your process. I'm gonna leave y'all with this, okay? I need you to think two things for me. One, think about how that loved one supported you when you were here. Now, think about if you could find something
Because they are.
imagine them being your cloud of witnesses. And so if you stop, how can they say? Keep on living. I promise you this.
Thank you. So I know that 6 months is about to narrow down to a few weeks. You understand? I can't sit in that and be downtrodden. I'm living my best life. Cause that's not only what God wants me to do, that's what my dad wants me to do. I want you to see. I'm praying for you, but I promise you, get you somebody who you can just say that to. I don't care if it's screaming and hollering. I don't care if you're laying in your bed and you screaming and hollering, you're gonna keep having to pull your hair out. It's okay to sit in that. Don't stay there.
Now, dear friend, this is the main reason why I wanted to do this workshop. Our society does not give us many spaces like this. There are some, and I'm not the pioneer by any means. There are some, but I wanted something to where you could see that you're not alone. There are different tactics, there are different skills that different people use. We are believers. We have to use the word of God. It is not just for the hop, the skip, the jump, and the fall out. It is not to put on a t-shirt. It's not just to quote so you can tell people, I know what John 10:10 says. But can you apply it? And I found, and I'm going to do my part after we take break, so I want to get into it. But I found out that the word of God that I said I believe, this ain't nothing that was over here. I said a long time ago, I believe this, I trust this, this is my foundation, this is everything. And then when life happened, I forget about all the stuff I said I believed. He was like, I gave that to you for a reason. Apply it. It's as similar as having the best outfit in the world with either the wrong undergarments or no undergarments. Totally changes how it looks. Let's be real. You don't believe me? Go to Florida, go to the beach. Okay? What's under makes the total difference of how it appears or how it looks. Same thing. If the word of God, if your faith in God, if your faith in your belief is your foundational garment, when the word says we don't weep like the world, that's why. Because we have a different foundational garment. We just gotta put it on. Okay? So this is why I believe God challenged me to do this. And I'm excited that we're doing it. Y'all give it up.
Came with its own level of grief. Grieving your health, grieving your life being different, the whole nine. Well, she now has a support group that meets every third Sunday of the month, and it's called Unveiling Survivorship. So it's kind of moving from just surviving and going into living. Now that you have this new life, let's live it. All right, and so this is a support group that meets, and it meets at the Imaging Center on Matthew Street in Jonesboro, Arkansas, from 3 to 4 p.m. So if you want more information about that, that is a resource that is available. If
Can
you
I
have,
just, can
go
I just
ahead.
say, it's not just for survivors, it's survivors of any type of cancer, not just breast cancer, but it's also for caregivers, it's also for anybody that has any affiliation with anybody that has dealt with cancer. So it's not just for survivors,
Yes.
it's for anybody that has any kind of contact, anything dealing with cancer. It's for men, women, children, husbands, whatever.
Okay.
It's a great group.
Yes. Also, we are blessed with licensed counselors
Yes.
in our midst. If you need the help of a licensed professional counselor, by all means, get it.
Yes.
I said that slow. I'm a school teacher. So I've learned how to emphasize the things that are important. I say this because as people of faith, sometimes we forget that God has equipped us with resources right here. He said he gave us everything that pertains to life and God. One of those things is counselor.
Yes, Lord.
All right? So if you know you need to talk a little more, you need some additional help, all of they studied this, they're licensed in it, please see them. But it has to die before you can consume it. You can't take it in alive. Even if you take it in alive, before you can get anything out of it, it has to die. Talk about lobster, I think they put them in there alive, they boil. But it has to die before you can get anything out of it. Okay? All right, I want you to keep that in mind. So the food we consume, even the clothes that we wear, dead, sheep, cotton, pick it up out the field. Once it's off the plant, it's dead. We have to process this. The clothes we wear, everything. We take a dead thing, it has to go through some kind of process. At the end of the process, it produces a product. And the end of that product has to serve a purpose. Let's put this with chicken to make it make sense. Take a chicken, wring his neck. Has to be dead. Then it has to go through the process. Got to be plucked, got to be cleaned, got to be cut up properly, fried, baked, whatever. When you finish, you end up with a product. Popeyes, KFC, Churches, chicken nuggets for my people that don't eat real chicken. It comes with a product. But when you consume that product, it serves a purpose. Nourishment for the body. We totally get this concept when we're talking about food. We totally get it when we're talking about clothes and shoe bags and purses and all that. It makes perfect sense until it gets to personal life. When it gets to life, we can't make no sense of why that died. Why is that dead? It's the end. It's over. That's not, you said it about that chicken? Well, that catfish, which I love, those steaks. Who grieved the cow when they killed it for your porterhouse? No one. Okay? But if they did, it was for a purpose. All right, so we said process. The process is not good. It's not pretty. Has to be done. I've never worked in a food processing facility, but I've heard that it should smell bad. It's very bloody. It's ugly. But if you avoid the process, what happens to that thing? If we don't take it through the process, it's not good for anything. It has to be thrown away. So people, today, none of you are going to be thrown away because every one of you are about to go through a process. Because you, whatever died, you will nullify it if you don't process it. Their life meant nothing. They were of no value. They were not key to your existence at all if you don't process it. So I know you're like, but they're gone. And that's true. They are. Go ahead and cry. Like he said, feel all of it. But process it because you're supposed to bring a product out. Yes.
I like that.
Something you were supposed to get from their life. We're gonna just deal with that here. From their life.
Yeah.
Just like you got nutrients from that chicken, from that salad. Just like you were clothed because that sheep was slain. Just like you got this 5-hand bag because somebody caught a crocodile. And these alligator snakeskin shoes, they had a purpose. They had to die. If you just out here killing alligators, but you're not selling any purses or making any shoes, you almost just messing up the ecosystem. You're breaking the circle, the cycle of life. So your person, your thing, or whatever being gone has to have a purpose. It has to be processed. Processing. Processing should produce product. Say product.
Product.
Product. When something is put through a process, it forms a different product. What can and what will come out of this loss and the grieving process is totally up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the main goals of this workshop is to make you produce some life out of this loss. So I'm going to ask you now, what is your product? In order to explore this concept, we got to first assess the value of the original item. Before you can process it, you have to assess the value of the original item. In the case of a loss of a person, I want to ask you, what was their value and their purpose in your life?
That's really good.
Here's where you're going to pull out your work. It says, good memories. I am going to give you about 3 minutes. If this provoked tears, grab your tissue and wipe your tears, but you're going to do this assignment. All right? The teacher showed up. All right? It says good memories. It'll be this. And if you don't want to write in your book, you can write in your tablet. All right? For the next 2 to 3 minutes, only good memories do I want you to write down. That whooping you didn't deserve, you laugh about it now. Some of mine, when she would tell me, put some color on, I was pale as a child. I was still pale. I was paler. So my mother would tell me, put color on. Good memories on. There are some, or you wouldn't be grieving. Yes, ma'am.
Real question.
Real question. Go ahead.
What if I don't know which grade I'm ready to
Pick one. Because this is a work shop.
Yeah, okay.
When you signed up, you agreed to work.
No.
So good memories. Because we're gonna put this, it's gonna serve a purpose here in a minute. Good memories.
I love it. I love it. I would say the one that's the forefront in your mind. That kind of keeps you.
The one that scares you the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some after school help.
We have additional resources. Listen, and I wanted to preface this. I wanted to say, this is not the space for you to withhold anything.
Yeah.
All right? This is a safe space.
Yes, yes.
I even have sheep that you need to be rolled up and laid out in the floor for a little while. Okay? All right? Is there anyone brave enough to share with us one? Oh, one moment. I have to get you on microphone. I just have to get close to you.
I'm gonna share about my sister. My sister passed a few years back from cancer, and y'all, that was my rock. And what I miss most, a good memory. Y'all, she would leave her house and come to my house and use my water to wash her car. She did that. She did that, and she would do it on Sunday morning when I'm up getting ready for church, and I would hear a noise outside. I'm like, what's this outside? It's her. She can left her house to come to my house to use my water, and and I miss that.
Yes.
I miss that.
Yeah, good. Anyone else? I'll share. Good news. Come on, shake who? This is my sister, y'all. Okay.
Mine was when I moved away, so many places, but the main one was Little Rock. I do 50 things at one time, so I was always either youth or singing or ministering or da-da-da. And I'd be like, Mom, I'm gonna come home. And she'd say, grab all your laundry and bring it to the house. And it'd be like 8 bags. And when I would walk in the house, she said, put them in there. And she said, now go work. She would do all of my laundry so I could focus on outside events and ministry. And now I find myself, when I go to people's house, the first thing I do is their laundry.
I do. That's my sister, so I do the same thing. My children know. I come to their house, they be like, Mom and laundry, right? All right, one more, and then I'm gonna show you. I'll tell you how this works. Come on, Miss Kenya. I saw you take.
So,
Good memory. What you got?
okay, so my son was a jokester,
Okay.
and I used to always tell him, look, just get out of my face. You're getting on my nerves. But then I would go, if I didn't hear from him for like an hour or two, call his phone, and the rule was, pick up the phone. I don't care what you're doing. Pick up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So he started answering the phone, and I'd be like, what are you doing? And he'd be like, well, I'm not licking doorknobs and I'm not smoking crack. So. And you told me to get out your face, so what do you want?
Okay. So you always had a comeback for you.
Right.
Since you put him out. Awesome. I love this. Anybody realize the smile that came on your face when you said that? When you started rehearsing the good memories? One of the tricks of the enemy is he tries to lock you into one memory.
That's right.
The memory of them being gone. When he does that, he robs you of all of this other stuff. So I do an exercise with myself I call my memory bank.
Yeah.
Anybody in here want a fat bank account?
Yeah.
So every chance I get, I load my bank account with as many good memories as I can. So when he comes, because he ain't got but one play. He ain't got but one. They gone. You may be grieving that breakup. He left me and married somebody else. Da-da-da-da-da. Build up your memory bank. You have any good memories? You got enough to attach value to that relationship? Because when you stack your bank account, if I realize I ain't got but 2 good memories of that joke, 15 years, there's no value there. So there's no need for me to grieve that. There's no value there. All right, so the purpose of building your memory bank, the purpose of making your good memories, it will help you figure out where was the treasure. What was the treasure? Was it something valuable?
Yes,
Well,
so much.
Is it worth this tear?
My God.
I don't like to cry. I'm gonna share myself. My husband will attest to it, so don't you co-sign 2,000. But no, I do not like to cry. It's kind of, it's better now. The Lord is working with it. But Jesus was about the only reason you got a tear out of me. I was tough. I'm not gonna let you know that you affected me in any kind of area. So because of that, and I'm being broke down, when I cry, my tears got to mean something. And if I've done my memory bank homework, and I'm crying about something that's overdone, gone, lost, dead, and I realize it ain't have no value, girl, say that one. You already don't like to cry. Making sense? All right? So assess the value, attach the value to your person. Fill your bank up. Fill. The devil got one play, they're gone. That's his only play. That cancels all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and all this other stuff. Because if your bank is full, you did your shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You
ma'am.
really did.
Yeah.
You wanted a few more, but you really did. If your memory bank is full. Now, if you can't fill your bank up, okay, that justifies your shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And we can deal with that.
Yes.
Grab for history, glance, you know, we can't get nothing off the carpet. Okay? So I'm like, ooh, here you go. The whole message done been preached to me already before I even hand her her paper. Also, I would listen to her pray, and she would lead praise and worship, and she has such a sweet worship. She never talked to us when it came to worship. She didn't say, you lift your hands. She didn't say, you. She just said, I love you. You're wonderful. You're amazing. And she would get so engulfed in worship that you'd be like, wait, don't leave me. What we worshiping? What's happening? What we doing? I want some. That's what she did. Yeah. So she transitioned in 2018. It was hard for her children. It was hard for her husband. It was hard for the church. It was hard for me. But then I said, she said, worship God. Love God. God, I love you.
Yeah, that's
I don't like nothing about this. This don't make sense. We proclaimed you a healer. We called all these things, but yet and again, and I began to worship. And as I worshiped, my memory bank started getting deposits. Remember when she did this? Remember when she told you this? Remember this? Remember that? Remember this? Remember that? So now her being gone was very positive. The product of it was when I would stand up. Most of the time it was impromptu. They would say, hey, Toya, we need you to open service. Okay. Yeah. He's all sufficient. They don't need him in glory.
Come on.
Elijah, Elisha. When Elijah went away, he didn't need that prophetic power and stuff. He what's up? He going with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. To reign forever. To worship him forever. I don't need to tell nobody nothing. I'm through talking. Your turn. So here comes Elisha saying, my turn.
Come on.
Not only do I get it, now I got the responsibility to multiply. Because that's in the Bible as well. Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. That's not about having kids. That's not this circle or cycle of life. You have a responsibility to be fruitful, to multiply, and replenish. Fruitful, multiply, and replenish. Process, product, purpose. What are you supposed to be doing? Gave you your mother for a reason. Gave you your father for a reason. Gave you that spouse for a reason. Gave you those children for a reason. What is it? You can't find it as long as you pray. Right? So you have to process through it. I didn't know that Popeye's chicken was good until it went through the process. If they'd have just put clack it and clack in front of me, I probably would have been afraid of it. This little chicken run around just picking. I don't know. Maybe some wings and some thighs and some breasts. Some chicken nuggets, some chicken strips. I don't know that it's in there. And if I get stuck at, okay, they just killed the chicken.
Come on.
You still hungry? Others are still hungry. You just put a stop to the cycle. So my assignment today, you have to leave here today with at least one product that you can pull from the person that you lost. You have to. That's your ticket out. Consider yourself kidnapped until you can come up with one product. Did your mother bake? Do you know the recipe? Why aren't you baking? Did your father do lawn work? Do you know how? Why aren't you mowing lawns? Why aren't you landscaping? Did your mother sing? Did she teach you? Why are you not singing?